Welcome to the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
I'm Dana.
I'm Logan.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Logan.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
A while.
What was the last one you were on?
Why are you saying it like that?
Pee-wee.
What's that?
Pee-wee?
Was it with you and Brady together?
Nah, that was vacation we did.
Yeah, they came up for vacation, right?
You came on for Pee-wee alone?
Pee-wee, yeah, that was me alone.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Oh, Pee-wee, that was a fun episode too, but it's sad but fun. That was before you were on, or was that what you were
No,
on?
I wasn't on it.
That was
No.
before.
this is
Yeah,
my first
yeah.
one with the new gang.
Yes.
That's right, your first time on with Dana.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess so.
So
Yep.
why don't you
Logan-
kick it off, Dana? What have you?
Logan says he only likes the original ingredients. He doesn't like. He accepts no substitutes.
I watched a bit of stuff this week.
Oh, this is fun.
Yes. So I watched a new show on Amazon, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I liked it. I don't know that it's going to be for everybody.
You finished it?
I think I have one or two left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How many episodes? Like 8 or 10 or
8.
something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
And you watched all that?
Yeah, we watched about 6 of them
What, an
over the
hour?
weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
45 minutes,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh, I didn't know it was a show.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not a remake of the movie. It's just a different couple who, different couples can be Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or they work for an agency. They applied for
It's
this
a very
job.
popular name.
Yeah,
But the
Yeah.
premise of the movie was that neither one of them knew the other one was a spy, and that's kind of like they were on
in this
different
they
sides.
both
and-
know. They know.
Okay, so
they're
it's-
paired together as partners.
Gotcha.
That's,
Okay, so
that's how the
different
movie
then.
was, right? Where they didn't know each other. Was
Yeah.
They were-
I think I kind of remember seeing.
And then
some
they
of that.
found out that they worked for different agencies, so then they try to kill each other.
Yes,
and then
I did see
and
some
then
of that,
they
yeah.
get together and kill whoever. I don't even remember who the bad guy is now, but then they get
Yeah,
together.
I don't remember
But
liking it though.
I don't think it was
Yeah.
that good. I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah,
liking it.
that was okay. I watched one episode of a show called The Tourist with Jamie Dorian, Christian Grey. He played Christian Grey in the Fifty Shades of Grey
50s,
movies.
yeah.
It's Australian.
He's Australian, is he?
Oh,
Is
is
he?
he?
Is I don't know.
No, I think he's American. Well, he's American in this.
I thought I was being smart.
I think he's yeah.
I've only heard him speak American, so that's
Yeah.
why I was kind of like, man, those guys do such good accents.
I was
man.
trying to think of how. I don't know if I ever heard him talk. What
What
have
if
I seen
he's
him in?
British playing an American
What
in
have
an
I seen him in?
Australian movie?
What's his name?
Jamie Dorian?
Oh,
Isn't that his name in? No, I guess his name
That's
is Grey.
Christian Grey. Yeah, yeah.
And I've never seen any of those movies, but I've seen clips of
You're
them.
not missing anything.
It's Jamie Dornan.
Dornan. That's right, Dornan. Yeah,
And
something
he's
like
an
that.
actor, model, and musician from
Australia.
England?
Northern Ireland.
Ireland.
Oh my
Wow.
God, I was wrong
And he
4
plays,
times.
he's playing an American?
He's playing an American in Australia who's a tourist.
So an Ireland
Hence the name,
playing-
I guess.
He
Okay.
was born in '82.
No,
You have to
all
be
right.
closer to the mic. Love.
Sorry.
Listen to this guy producing over
I
here. Right?
know, giving direction. Well, he's no problem telling his kid what to do.
The noobs don't know and that mic doesn't work as well as the others as far as having
Yeah.
arm
That's our
and stuff.
newest
So.
book. Yeah.
Yeah. And I started, and I don't know how long it's going to last, but I decided that I was going to watch all of Nicolas Cage's.
Oh,
not
yes.
all of it.
How far'd you get?
Well, I was going to try to do one a week because it's a lot.
And were
to
you starting
do.
at the beginning of Nicolas Cage, or were you just
No,
doing random?
random.
ones?
You're
Wait.
starting at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
What are you doing? They interrupted
Nicolas
you.
Cage movies?
All the Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage. Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah. So
could be fun.
I started with a movie I'd never even heard of that he was in called Willy's Wonderland,
I had seen
which
that one,
Jason
yeah.
had seen. I never even heard of it.
Never
It's
heard of
from.
It's like a Five Nights at Freddy's before they did it.
It
Yeah.
was Five Nights
Yeah.
at Freddy's. It was the same
Exactly,
thing.
yeah.
It was a building just like that
I liked
building,
it, too.
standalone building. It's abandoned because of some craziness that happened. That now those craziness people, whatever, have what's the word? Possess the
Animatronics come to
animatronics,
life?
yeah. Who then Nicolas Cage is tricked into going there and staying overnight to clean it, and then one by one they try to kill him.
Damn, it sounds like fun.
Nicolas Cage is awesome. I want to hang out with
I
him.
know, but he doesn't speak in this movie. Other actors speak. He says
At
not
all.
one word.
Oh,
Not
okay.
one single
I
word the whole
heard
time.
About that, then yes, I heard
Except
about
maybe
that.
like a grunt.
But no, you also heard
as
about
he's
that
like-
other movie that James Woo did.
No,
Silent
I heard
Night.
about this
But
movie
you heard
that
about that
Nicolas
one too,
Cage
right?
did.
Silent Night, where
Oh, that I heard about.
where the
Yeah.
guy didn't. He doesn't
There
speak
was
at
another
all.
movie that came out over the summer with a girl whose home was invaded by aliens, and there was no words in that entire movie either. It was completely silent.
I don't understand why.
Yeah,
I don't
But
need- I don't
this
need
one,
that.
like, it was
I don't
weird.
know. Mel Brooks is silent movies and all.
Yeah, that's good, but there's like some noises in there.
No,
and
but
stuff.
it's, it's obviously.
Well,
set
the
up
other
to be like
actors in
that.
this movie do talk. At least where in that one movie from the summer, nobody talked. In this movie, at least, other actors do talk.
Was
He
there
didn't.
music at least playing when no one's talking for an hour and a half?
Yeah, well, he's like beating up the
Not the
animatronic.
Nicolas Cage one. The one where no one talked.
Oh, well,
Or
it
was
was
it just
suspense because
silent
she
the
was
entire-
hiding.
Was it just quiet the whole time?
Yeah, maybe bangs here and there if an alien was like breaking
no
in.
background music, no. Wow.
Maybe once in a while.
I don't know if I'd want to watch
Honestly,
that.
I'm not
Like
sure.
nobody in the background, like, hey, I'm walking here.
No, none of that. No. But I saw a new trailer for a new Nicolas Cage movie coming out called Long Legs, which looked really creepy.
I don't think I've
So
seen
it's this
that.
production company, Neon or something like that, they're kind of comparing them to A24 with the movies they're putting out or whatever.
A24 is just like
Yeah.
everything. They just keep on putting like great shows.
They really
and
do,
movies.
yeah.
They're crazy.
Those guys.
So, I mean, that's really all I got for this week.
Yeah, I'll throw some things out that I watched, I guess. Kings from Queens. It's the Run DMC story on Peacock. It's a 3-part documentary.
I
Really
definitely
good.
watch that.
Really, really good. If
Yeah.
you like that.
I want to see that.
They talk to everybody. Beastie Boys. They talk to like Dougie Fresh. Like all the
Like current day they talk to
They
him.
talk to him current day.
Awesome.
Yes. LL Cool J. They talk to Russell Simmons, which
Nice.
I learned it. I learned it.
You
Andy.
learned it?
I learned
You're
Andy
learning.
something. I taught him
Yes.
something. Right.
I did not know this.
Oh,
I
you
taught
learned
Andy
him
something
something.
about it.
Okay.
Tell him what I taught you, Andy.
That he is Run's brother? I did not
Yeah,
know
Rev
that.
Run.
I did not
Russell
know Russell
Simmons-
Simmons was.
He didn't know that was
Oh.
Run's brother.
Yeah,
Who's
I
no
only
idea.
knew that because I watched his reality
Russell
show.
Simmons.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Rev
Oh,
Run
he had
Rev Run show.
Run's
That's how-
house, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't it Run's
yeah.
house? Yeah, that was after he became the Reverend, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea.
That's a very good documentary out there
Did
on
they-
Peacock.
Rick Rubin interviewed?
Rick Rubin's in there. Yep, sitting there with his.
I was just, is he lying down?
He's sitting there with his legs crossed. What do you call it? Indian style,
Like
I
he's
guess.
a
Right?
Buddhist?
No,
He's
it's called
like-
crisscross applesauce
Yeah.
nowadays. We
I
don't
think-
say Indian style.
Well, I'm gonna
anymore.
keep it. It's Indian style, and I don't care. But
I don't know. I don't know.
well, why? I'm
I
talking.
think- I
they're
think-
Indian. I'm talking about it in a positive light.
Native American style, I
There
think
you
is
go.
the way we say it.
Indian style. But Russell Simmons was sitting like that too because he's very Buddhist and
Okay.
spiritual.
It's weird that
Oh,
you would
really?
say
Yeah.
Indian style and not Buddhist style, since we actually
I
associate
do find
with
it weird that
Buddhists.
grown men are doing an interview sitting like that. Like, two of them were sitting like that. Russell Simmons was
Separately,
sitting
yeah, they
like
were
that
sitting
too.
Rick
It's like that
Rubin
separately. Yeah,
is
they took their shoes off, too.
He's so far up
Really?
his
His
own
shoes were off
ass,
too.
like,
Russell
oh my
Simmons'
God.
shoes were sitting in front of him. Yeah.
Okay.
I watched 4th of July. It's a Louis C.K. directed film. Joe List wrote it. Bobby Kelly's in there. There's a few other people that are in there, but very good.
Is it a
It's an independent film, obviously, but
is there a plot or is it
yeah,
just their stand-ups?
it's a plot.
Oh,
because
so it's a
about
movie
Joe
movie.
List wrote it.
Okay.
It's about Joe List having to deal with his family.
Gotcha.
He's an alcoholic. Nick DiPaolo's in it, and just
Nice.
they use the F word, the F word that you can't say.
Oh,
They use that one a lot in there.
my God.
Yeah, so it's good.
did you? Speaking of Louis C.K.,
It was on Netflix.
Did you see? He put out a tweet yesterday, maybe the day before. It was hilarious. So,
I think I
did
saw-
you hear about Drake?
I'm on his
What
email
Drake
list.
did?
Who's
Louis
tweeting this?
CK.
Oh, Louis C.K. Okay.
Did you see what Drake
Drake
did? Okay, so
I didn't
he
see it, but I heard about it.
he made a video and it leaked, and it was of him laying on his bed twirling his hoo-ha.
Ding dong?
Yeah,
Drake?
like a huge one, like
Like
his.
it has a lariat.
like this, whatever. So
Wait, are
suddenly-
you aware of this? You're a big
I-
Drake fan.
Yeah.
Did you see this video?
Did you see it?
I
I didn't see it. You
the
saw it?
video, I saw a screen grab because someone texted me. It was like, Google this on Reddit. They told me to go to Reddit, search this,
Reddit
and then
has
it came
everything.
up
You gotta go to
immediately, and I was
Reddit
like,
has everything.
ugh.
Reddit is the
Yeah,
best.
it was there.
Reddit's
For all
like
your
the
nonsense.
dark web without
Yeah.
going to the dark
But
web.
apparently
it's
it's been
crazy.
wiped. Like, you can't
Oh,
find
yeah,
it
you can't
anymore.
find
It
it,
is
no.
gone.
I looked. I did Google it. I couldn't find it.
Just like you can't
But-
find those Taylor Swift fake pictures. Not that I honestly didn't even look. But I
Oh,
heard like
I didn't hear
I don't
she's
like
like-
her like
she's
that.
taking the guy to
She
lawsuit
doesn't do
now.
it for me, so I didn't look her stuff up.
She took that guy to lawsuit.
But
The guy
um,
that created the AI.
But
picture.
I'm saying so,
sued
like by the
him.
next
she already
day, they said you couldn't
sued
find
them,
it.
But now she's suing for God. She's filing another lawsuit.
But yeah,
against
against the
something.
guy who was tracking her private jet
her
stops.
private
and-
jet.
Well, I saw that they just
But
caught that
she
one
did
guy
it.
going into her apartment
Yeah.
in New York City or whatever. That's
Yeah.
scary.
Well, I
Like
guess,
3 days in a row or some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah,
That poor girl. Leave
Yeah.
Taylor alone.
I know.
She didn't do anything. I like Taylor before.
Me too.
I got nothing
I
against
got
her. I have no
nothing
problem with
against
her.
her.
Yeah, but
Like
I mean,
she was popular, and then she died. disappeared. I did not know where
This
she went.
era
for,
was
like,
four or
I mean,
five
if you really
years.
want
She
to
was
know the
with
whole
that
story, I
asshole.
can tell you the whole
I'm
story.
gonna guess she was with that asshole who wouldn't let her hang out with anybody.
No.
And now she's loose and she can come out and hang out with
5 years,
asshole
and
is
then,
that?
like,
If you guys
I don't know
want
the
a
guy's
full
name.
history, I'll tell you all about it,
No,
but not
no,
for this
no.
podcast.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Oh, but it
listen
hit start
to
on
it,
this.
so
We
fuck
don't
It
know
it.
did,
how
but
long
it turned off.
Why?
It's been plugged in.
But anyway, so it was really hot on Twitter when it first leaked, and everyone was
What are we talking
commenting.
about?
Taylor
What?
Swift.
No,
Oh,
Drake.
Drake.
Swinging
yes, I was
his
thinking Tesla.
dingling around.
Really swinging it
Yeah,
around?
yeah, and
Drake's the type of guy.
I'm not even
Drake is the
I'm not
type
even
of
quite
guy.
sure how that works. The way
Well-
you're doing it, like,
I don't know because
This is-
it's like this big.
come on.
I
Do you
don't
still
know.
have
That's
the screen grab?
inhuman.
No, no.
That's like an elephant.
Hey, I know. I'm just as horrified as everybody else.
I'm not horrified. I want to
I'm
see this.
horrified.
It was like
What's
that one
going
guy
on
that
here?
dated Ariana Grande too. They said he was huge.
Pete Davidson.
Who?
Not before Pete
Mac
Davidson.
Miller.
Huh?
Mac Miller.
After him.
Why do you know this, Logan?
Man, whoa.
Because he's that age.
I know.
Pete
I'm kidding.
Davidson was big.
Yeah,
and Mac
everyone knew
Miller
that.
was. Yeah.
He was a rapper.
Yeah, Big Sean.
Big Sean. Thank
Sean.
you.
So wait,
Oh,
you're
I've
saying
heard
big?
that.
You mean
They call
big
him Big Sean because
They
he
call
does
him
have
in the
big
pants?
Oh,
That's his name.
But
Big
Pete
Sean.
Davidson, you're saying he's big, and this other guy's big.
I was
Like,
just
are
saying.
you big?
She was just saying. He
Well,
was
he
Ariana
said-
Grande, he knew who she was dating. That's all.
ex-boyfriend.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was saying.
I thought you meant like
ex-boyfriends.
everyone she dates, like,
But I
is
mean,
known, like,
Pete Davidson pulled Kim
auditioned them with their pants down.
Kardashian and Madeline Klein, and so like.
I think it's safe to say Ariana Grande wouldn't be as happy if I pulled my pants down.
Oh
as
my
Big
God.
Sean.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm just-
Big Sean.
Like the
come on.
fact that every single one of her boyfriends has a gigantic dick is like, is that the first thing? Like, I gotta see it first before we even having dinner because I'm not wasting my time with you
Like,
if
I
you're
like
hung
thinking I
like
have
Jason.
a chance. And then you
oh my God.
And then I started the 12th and final season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, I can't wait to start that.
Me
The final
too.
season. Is it the final season?
It's
Yes.
the final season until Larry says,
now,
you know what?
yeah.
I got one more idea.
He is starting to look older in this
He
one
looks
now.
old in this.
Well,
yeah.
it's been what, 2-3 years since the last one?
Probably 2 years.
Yeah.
And
And
he's
it's been 24 years since this first season.
And it's funny because
Oh,
Larry
wow.
David's one of those guys, just like Patrick Stewart, and I think it happens to bald guys more than not bald guys. But Larry David looked 80 years old when he was 40.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he always looked like an old
And even when he
man.
had that big hair in
Yep.
the 70s, he was still bald on
But,
top. And it just
like,
made
Yeah.
him look
like when I
old,
see
you know?
Patrick Stewart now, and I see him first year of Star Trek, I'm like, same guy.
Yeah.
He's 40 years older, but he just looked way old back then. And Larry
Yeah.
David's like that too, but he does now look. He doesn't look as spry as he used to look.
Yep,
but
he was a lot more spry. Like we saw Richard Lewis decline over the years.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got back
Apart,
problems.
yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, Larry Curb was fun. It was a
I
good
enjoyed
one.
it,
Good
yeah.
one. Yeah.
Maria Sophia was great.
Oh, Marie, she's back?
Oh, that whole thing is so ridiculous.
I've
that
since-
whole thing is so ridiculous.
Oh my God. I can't wait to see it.
With the dog.
It's funny seeing her now. I see Maria Sophia
Oh,
and
is she
stuff.
in
I'm
other
like, oh my
stuff
God,
now?
it's Maria Sophia. Yeah. That's really funny. What about JB Smoove?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's in it.
All
They go
right.
to visit his
Auntie
aunt.
Ray's in it too.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Auntie Ray.
Auntie Ray. They go to her.
They
She's
go to
his aunt
Atlanta.
in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. All
They
right.
visit her. They. That's it though, right? No other
Yeah.
like
Tracy
surprise-
Ullman was in
Oh,
it.
Tracy.
But what about his friend and his wife? His friend's wife. What are their names?
Ted
The
Danson
really
and
annoying.
Cheryl.
No, not Ted Danson. Jeff.
Oh, Jeff.
Oh yeah,
and
Jeff's
Susie are in it.
manager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeff
and
and Susie.
Susie.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's only one scene with him, but it's pretty funny because
I love Susie.
Jeff.
I didn't start it though, but they just started a podcast, The History of Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's Jeff Garlin and Susie Essman.
Oh,
Damn, I wish I hadn't heard that. Now I gotta listen to that.
yeah, right.
But yeah, the Jeff plot, whatever. It's not really a big plot, but what he's doing is that the whole thing was. I don't want
my
to spoil it, but the whole thing is.
Watch it
He's
tonight.
like, what?
I will.
What?
Oh my God.
Yeah. What do you watch?
All right. Well, I haven't had much time to watch anything, but recently I watched Saltburn.
Oh,
What'd you think of it? Did you like it?
Did you guys talk about this?
We did
Yes.
talk about
Yeah,
this.
we
that's
did.
all right.
Awesome.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think everybody I've known that's watched it now has liked it.
Yeah, I knew nothing going into it, and I'm not on like TikTok and the internet enough where
Dana will give you
I
TikTok
knew it
news
was.
if you
I
need
knew it was. I
got all
knew
the
it was
TikToks.
gigantic. Like I knew it was a huge movie, but I thought it was a show. I thought it was. I knew
Yeah.
nothing about it.
You didn't know
And so-
Saltburn was a castle. You know what I mean?
watched
You're like, what?
I watched it with Brady, and he has watched it as well. And he's like, just watch it.
Oh, he watched it before you.
He's watched it before.
So he was getting your reaction.
Oh, he had watched it with probably with Connor. Yeah.
Were they touching tips at the time?
He's like, let's watch this movie together.
Why don't you come sit over here on the couch?
I think I read or someone told me what he was slurping.
Oh, come
What
on.
they made it out. It was like
what they used.
what
in the
they
film?
used, and it was dairy for something, and dairy, and even that, just knowing that made it
That
even
makes it- that's not
worse.
better.
No, right?
Did you like that scene or the graveyard scene better?
The grave scene's worse.
To me, I thought the bathtub scene was the most.
The reason I told Bob, I was like, I want to watch this movie. He's like, oh, perfect, I've seen this movie. Is because I heard it in school earlier. Like some girl had seen it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah.
Someone's humping a grave. That's all I heard. Is someone's humping a grave, and I was like,
And that's
I gotta
way-
watch.
like,
This.
I'm in.
I was like, I
That's
gotta
like
watch this movie.
late in the movie.
He was like,
And
sold.
so Brady's like, the first 45 minutes are gonna be like, okay, and then something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's exactly that.
Yeah.
Something happens.
So,
Honestly,
like-
the bathtub scene I thought was going to be where he was going to walk back in.
I thought,
Yeah.
I
That's
thought
what I
he
thought
was
was gonna
just.
happen.
I didn't know what was gonna happen, and like when
That bathtub scene, though, I remember when
Oh.
Michelle and I were watching, I'm like, man, for me to film that, to do that, I'm like, I would need to see the people scrubbing and cleaning that thing. Like, scrubbing.
I mean,
And
yeah,
I
I'm
know
sure
it's a
it was-
movie.
I
I'm
want
sure,
it to be a
You're like,
second
I'm going to
bathtub.
bring my own
I'm
toilet.
sure it wasn't even the same tub.
Like, I'll bring my own tub.
I'm sure
My
it was like,
mom has
I'm
to
sure it
come
was
here
like
and
a
clean
home.
that tub out for me.
I'm sure it was like a Home Depot tub, and they probably shot that first. Honestly,
Yes,
Yeah.
you're probably right. But oh my god,
I would hope so. In the last
Yeah.
3-4 weeks since I've seen that, I've
You want to see it
heard
again?
No, no. But
I
Murder
would
on
watch
the
it
Dance
again. Though.
Floor.
I would watch it
I would
again.
watch
Watch it again. Probably like a group setting. Be fun.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah. But that song that he
Definitely.
dances
Just so you
to
can
at the
have
end, the Murder on the
everybody
Dance
joking.
Floor,
Oh, where he's
it's
dancing.
been in my
You
head
can't watch it by
nonstop.
yourself.
And I'm like, everywhere I'm seeing that pop up on like every other video.
Yeah.
I would say the
That
bathtub.
song, yeah.
I would say the bathtub is definitely weirder than the graveyard.
Yeah. For me, it was because
Oh,
that was so
man, like,
gross.
You can hear the
graveyard scene was gross,
slurping,
too.
and he just sticks
Ugh.
his tongue down the drain, and it's like, and he's just like, it's so. And the graveyard scene,
It's so you know
honestly-
exactly what he's doing. It's just all
Yeah.
right there, and you're like, why am I? Why are they showing
like the
this?
movie's
You know,
like 2 hours, and it flies by.
Yeah.
But the director made sure to make all those scenes so long. Just
table's getting worse.
That's okay.
think.
I
We
put
need-
my foot on
Why don't
it.
we put a couple of these
I
underneath?
usually have my foot
No,
on it.
I'll fix it after tonight.
He says it every week.
I'll make them even.
like the reason it was so bad is because it was like just like 2 minutes of just.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought
Or
when
the-
the first outrageous thing happened with the sister, I was like, oh, this must be what everyone's talking about.
oh, that was.
And then the
terrible.
next thing happened, and then the next thing happened, and then the next
Honestly,
thing.
Everything
yeah.
just kept
Honestly.
happening.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
vampire scene might have been worse than Lucky Theo, a vampire.
Good times. Oof.
So I don't really have anything new to add to this week. Michelle and I watched Wonka. Big thumbs up.
I liked
thought
it
it was
too,
good.
man.
Yeah.
I thought it was
It's a good
good.
movie.
All right.
I
We're
didn't know.
Chalamet fans,
Cool.
dude. I'm telling you.
I'll tell you this. I didn't know it was supposed to be
Team
like
Chalamet.
a musical as much as it was. I was like, wow, like there's a lot of
Yeah,
music in this movie.
I think it shows that in the trailer. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure they
it shows
did,
like a
but
couple songs.
I thought it was good. We finished Ted season 1.
I enjoyed that
How
as
was
well.
that?
Good
How was
stuff.
that?
That was
Good
fun.
stuff.
Yeah, it's like 7 episodes.
I heard it was better than the movies.
definitely
Well,
better than the second
Yeah,
one.
not better than the
Yeah.
first one.
The second one,
Yeah, the first
listen,
movie
The
was
second
better,
one
yeah.
is slept on. It's just it doesn't have Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
Well, that's
it.
a
I
big
like
loss.
Safe
But-
Amanda Seyfried. I
But
like her.
there's
though.
like
But
that,
the
that
girl
whole scene,
in the
that,
show,
that whole scene at Comic Con.
the sister,
oh yeah,
the cousin,
Yeah.
she's the best part of the whole season.
Oh,
She
is
was
she?
drawing a
Good,
blank
yeah.
on her name now. I want to say Brookie, but
Is anybody,
her.
any of the actors, anybody?
Scott Grimes is the dad. He's Steve's voice from American Dad, and
White trash man, go. Yeah, I don't know what else he is.
and the mom is
Did you just say
Oh,
Brookie?
Mom-
I just
you-
realized
oh,
you
yeah.
said
doing the curve thing.
Dana, have you seen Euphoria?
Yeah, I love
The
Euphoria.
mom is Cassie's mom.
Oh,
like the drunk.
I love
one.
her.
She's
She's
the best.
She
been in a
is
ton of things.
great
Yeah.
in
and
Ted.
she's the complete
Okay.
opposite.
Yeah.
Is that the mom in
Okay.
Ted?
Yeah.
I like her a lot.
I mean, I kept
yeah.
thinking she was Kristen Wiig. I'm like, why is this not Kristen Wiig? Because she
She's-
looks
her
like
voice
Kristen
in,
Wiig. She
in
acts
Ted
like
is
Kristen
so
Wiig.
good.
Okay.
But in
But,
Euphoria,
yeah.
she's awesome.
But
Yeah.
but Ted was really good. True Detective. We were
Oh yeah, I'm
on
watching that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's really it. I had Curb on here too. So my music for the week. I know we always like to talk about my music for the week. This was a weird week. There were no really.
We should get music back, like a song back here for the segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were no really bad ones. There was just. I mean. I had a jazz one today. I don't even know the guy's name, and I
don't
was
like
like,
jazz.
"What am I doing
When
here?"
it's like not even a famous
doing-
jazz name that
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
not,
know.
It's not like Miles Davis.
You're
It was
doing the album of the year, right?
yeah, Bill Evans Trio. This is the guy that 1961, and
You see me look like a nerd.
and it was very nerdy. And it was just like I'm like, all right. I mean, I had Beatles Revolver,
Boring.
awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
you've heard it before.
That's what I mean because you've heard it so many
Yeah.
times.
Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, awesome.
Great album.
Okay.
Cyndi Lauper, She's So
Great
so
album.
Unusual.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the home runs. And then I had Madonna, Ray of Light.
Really?
That's
I
like the
didn't even-
2000s.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this album existed. When
Oh,
I'm
I
listening
know
to it, I'm
a
like,
couple
I remember
do I
Ray
know
of
what
Light,
this-
the song.
Yeah, she had a huge.
It was
that
a
was
lot
huge
of
hit.
a lot
was
of
dance music.
electronic.
Yeah, yeah.
beep, bop, boop, 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 boop. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on?
How
'Cause
many
I like-
albums do you listen to a day?
one. This is a one a day
Oh,
album
okay.
thing, and that jazz one was the one today. So I actually decided to.
What's your favorite new album so far?
one I didn't know how good it was.
What's your favorite one? Yeah.
I mean, out of the ones that I gave 5s to, that I wasn't aware how much
Television?
I liked it. Yeah, Television. Marquee Moon. That was the first
That's a
one I
great
got.
album.
That
Marquee
was
Moon,
that was
I
a
like
great.
that album.
They're a punk band from the late 70s. They were great, and I didn't know that album. Husker Du, who I haven't heard of in a million years, and they were great.
That's a good album too.
And Gorillaz, first album, Gorillaz.
Gorillas.
I know Gorillaz just because I know the radio
Demon
songs.
Days?
What's that?
Demon Days? Is that? Oh,
Just the first album.
I'm going
Clint
to see,
Eastwood and stuff like that.
I'm going to see the singer of the Gorilla Biscuits in
Gorilla
April.
And so far, I don't want to retread. You could have lobbed that. I don't want to retread on, but the worst one so far is Kid Rock's first
Oh
album.
yeah, I
Kid Rock's
even
album
agree,
here.
man. That's bad.
Worst thing I've heard ever.
What's
Yeah.
what's the next one you're going to be listening to?
I won't know till tomorrow.
Jason, do you know what the next one? we're
No,
gonna be
I
listening
don't. I haven't done it yet. I'm not doing it yet.
It doesn't
it's
look-
random for whoever does. Like if
It
you did,
gives
it would be
you- it
to?
different.
Do you do it as well?
I haven't done it. no.
Anthony's doing it, but it gives you the album on the day. Like today, I went on there, it gave me the album, and it will let me rate it tomorrow. And when I rate it tomorrow, then it'll give me the new album. So I have to rate to get the new one. I'm just not sure what I rate a jazz album that I kind of was just listening
Well,
to
you
in the
probably should
background.
give it a low score so they don't tend to give you more of them. If you give it a higher score, they
I
might
think
give
this
you
is
more.
based on there's
already a list in
out
place.
there. They're just giving
Yeah,
it
but
to
your
you.
algorithm is going
Oh,
to tell you what they're going to give you
Spotify.
next. You know what I mean? So what you keep picking, they're going to
Maybe,
give you more
maybe.
of that. So
I'll tell you,
That's what
she's so unusual. Cyndi Lauper, I forget, that album is awesome. There are so many hits off that album.
I don't think I've ever
She-Bop-
heard
She-Bop,
anything other
Time
than
After
radio.
Time.
doesn't have
hits.
Goonies or good enough on there.
But
That's the
oh
only
my
thing.
god, every song is just oh, I remember this one from when it was on MTV and stuff.
Yeah.
She-Bop, you know what that song's about?
Yes.
Masturbation.
Thank you. Download, rate, subscribe, review, do all those fun things. We're the exciting and new podcast on all our socials. The Jazoo over there on Instagram, Jazoo74 on Twitter, Jason Hunt on Facebook. If you got heart, knock. Yeah. I'm giving my whole name, man. I'm giving my
What was
whole name. This has been the exciting and new mini podcast. I'm Jason.
Agonzo1 on Twitter. Agonzo
wow.
1970 on Instagram.
That's why I write it down. Dana Caps on TikTok and Twitter. Dana Caps 77 on Instagram. I'm Dana.
And Logan Doc Gonzalez 5 on TikTok.
What?
What?
Get us all those young fans, Lo.